Coming into my senior year of high school, I got asked one question by just about everyone: where are you going to college? It always seemed like such a big deal. Where will my future take me? How do I decide what is the best fit for me? Where will I be in the fall? The truth is, the answer's always been there, and God's had a path laid out for me from the beginning. Proverbs 3 5 through 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths." God has really blessed me with many options for after high school. I wasn't quite sure what I was being called to do. I was so wrapped up in my own ideas about where I needed to be. Was I making the right choice? Was it the best fit for me? Um, and I also got convoluted on the ideas of a college experience and making my own identity. But what I realized was that um, God had already laid out that path for me. He had already decided where I would be and what I needed to do, and I would just needed to listen and follow. As I thought about this, I realized that there's a Bible story that perfectly illustrates this. Jonah and the whale. Jonah had a mission by God, given from God, and he was fearful. He didn't trust his own judgment, or he didn't trust God's judgment, and he leaned on his own understandings, and it put him in the belly of the whale. Now, um, when I didn't trust God, and I tried to rely on myself for answers and where I thought I needed to be, then it put me in the belly of the whale with stress and anxiety that I couldn't handle. Now, whenever I took time, prayed, and listened, I was able to see where I needed to be and what God was calling me to do. Now, you can't you can't always understand exactly in that moment where God's calling us to be and what we're needed to talk, what we're needed to preach our mission. But with some time, prayer, God will show himself to us. Often we find ourselves in the belly of the whale because we're too afraid to fully trust in God, and we rely on ourselves and others and worldly ideas too much. However, when your trust is fully to God, you understand how you are being used. Once you see your purpose, the path becomes clear and straight. I pray that you are able to fully trust God and reveal your path.